I'm a shotgun rider, cruise through the country, maybe pulling all-nighter. Every little body needs a Clyde decider. Come on, baby, be my shotgun rider.
Start off another good episode of The Scoop. Good weekend. Another come from behind, 2 victories, and another series victory for the Hoosiers.
Yeah, I mean, it was, to me, it was a typical Big Ten weekend. I was, as always, that Sunday night rolls around, I'm exhausted at the end of it. But, 2 come from behind wins. We knew we were going to have our hands full with the Iowa pitching staff. Those guys have been really rolling, some really quality left-handers that they have. But I was proud of our guys, the way that we really worked hard all week in preparation for them and trying to execute our plan. And, we were fortunate to come out on top. But it wasn't easy, and they're going to have a lot of success as they roll on through. But I was proud to put together a series win at home.
And you got to give some props to the fans too. They came out in droves to Sembar Field, especially the new student section out in left field, the Crow's Nest. I mean, that place was packed. We got a picture here. I'll show right there and look at that thing. And
unbelievable.
That place was 2 or 3 deep.
I tried to count, on my small phone the other day. I think there were around 50-some people on that little deck, just that little piece alone, and really having some fun out there with that left fielder. My wife actually commented on our crowd on Friday. I mean, we had unbelievable crowds all weekend, and so it was good to get out there and put a win together, a couple wins together for the home crowd.
And you mentioned the left fielder having troubles. He actually was a different left fielder in game 2. I don't know if it had something to do with the Crow's Nest giving him a little bit of growth.
Well, I know going on the road, what they do to our people out there, it's in all good fun. The students really enjoy it, and sometimes. I think I even talk to the kids sometimes after the weekend, and they laugh about it and say, "Oh, I love it, Coach. It's fun." So, all good-natured fun, but we do appreciate the support of the kids out there on the Crow's Nest.
And we need to give them a shout out. They got a new Twitter page, IU_Crow's Nest on Twitter.
Taking this stuff seriously, Kyle.
They're getting people out there. They're picking up some followers. So definitely a good time, I think, this weekend for the fans. How about we get back to some of the individuals? And Ryan Halstead stands out for me on Sunday.
Unbelievable. That was a tremendous performance. And you think about when he came in the game, I mean, we were still down, I think, 5-0 at that time, and we were really treating it like we couldn't allow them to have another run. And you know the stats better than I, being the sports information.
5 1/3, perfect baseball. He actually came in with a runner on, too. Struck out that guy, got out of that inning, and took out the next 5.
So basically threw a perfect game of over 5 innings in the time that he was in. And that was good to see because we need him back in that form right there. But Sam Travis swung the bat again. But really, to me, it was a team effort. Guys, just a lot of big hits. Mike Basil on Friday had one of the biggest hits up to this point in the season. And so
Colin McHenry with the pinch hit to go ahead.
Colin McHenry had a huge hit yesterday.
Justin Kirkton had a big triple when he needed it.
Yeah, so I mean,
plenty of names.
That's and that's what it is. And to have a successful weekend, you got to have a lot of people stepping up, and we did this weekend. So good for them.
And you always hear the cliche, he's locating his fastball well. 54 pitches for Halstead, 53 of which were fastballs. Can you say he's locating it well?
He was locating it very well. That's pretty impressive.
Another guy out of the bullpen that had a good weekend, Matt Dearden. He's our feature this week, a day in the life of.
Well, what we thought we would do, I mean, I get a lot of questions from people, and really people trying to understand what these kids go through, because all they ever really see them is on the baseball field, and there's a lot behind the scenes of what these kids have to go through in terms of writing papers, going to class, and all those things. So what we thought we would do is show you, and really there was no direction. We gave the camera to Matt, and we said, Matt, take us through the day in the life of an IU baseball player, particularly you, and maybe show our fans out there on Skip Soup. So take a look at this.
Hi, my name is Matt Dearden, and Skip's asked me to do a little video on the daily life of an IU baseball player. And I'm here, it's about 11:30 at night. I just completed about 2 papers for class, so I'm good to go. About to go to bed. But before I do that, I'm prepping for the morning with some coffee that I made. Folgers Classic Roast is my coffee of choice. Gives you that little edge and that extra oomph in the morning. You feel like a superstar, and you're ready to take on the day. Also, another essential the night before a game, especially if you think you're about to pitch, is some ibuprofen, which is a pitcher's best friend. That's my Diet Coke too. I'm a big Diet Coke connoisseur, if you didn't know. That and coffee are kind of my deal. It's Matt Dearden. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and just kicking off my day with some crew. Kickstart my heart. Best 80s band there is. Ready to go today. Ready to play. I'm gonna take you over to my bathroom where I do the 3 S's: shave, shower, and stretch. And yep. I'm extremely tired, but luckily I got that Folgers on brew, so I'm ready to take on the day. Alright, I just had my coffee, I'm out of the shower, I'm feeling good, and now it's time to head to class. So what I do here is make sure every light in the apartment's off. You don't want to pay extra for that bill. And it's looking like a very nice day in Bloomington today. Sun's out, not too chilly. Alright, I'm heading to class now. My vehicle of choice, the 93 Saturn. I keep the Lambo in the garage because there's no reason to drive that around Bloomington. So yeah, I would just show the viewers some construction that IU's been doing for the past 50 years. Common theme here is they like to do 6 projects at once. Makes it extra difficult to get to class on time, so that's why I'm leaving early. So yeah, I do this drive every morning. I park the Saturn at the stadium and get after the books a little bit, and looking forward to playing this afternoon. I'm now arriving at the stadium, as you can see. Big old football stadium. They usually save a parking spot for me at the very end of the parking lot, which is okay. Nothing bothers me on game days, but the customary parking spot about a mile away from the bus stop. Yep. So we're at the stadium now, about to hop on the bus and head to class. Alright, I am now at our final class of the day for game day. I'm sitting by a couple fellow players, Chad Martin, Dylan Dooney, and the guy that helps us out, Alex Rich.
Yeah. What is that?
He just asked me, what is that? It's a day in the life. Baseball player. Say what's up, Rich.
How we doing today?
Good.
First 2 rows of class.
We're about to take a test, and I'll get back to you after, see how it goes. Alright, we just got done laying the murder game down on that test. Been in class all day, and now we're about to head, grab something to eat. I have my associate director here, Chad Martin. And that's the stadium. And like I said, they always keep my spot at the far end of the parking lot available for me, the furthest one from the bus stop. And that's where we're headed, to get into the 93. Alright, just got done eating, and now we're at Assembly Hall, which is the location of our locker room. About to take you through here. This is our hallway where our locker room is. Gladstein Fieldhouse. Home of the Notorious Fun Run. I hate that place. Even the smell of that place makes me sick. Type in the secret code here. This is our locker room. Day before game. Got McHenry there. What's up, McHenry? Everybody's dressed and ready to play. Okay, I'm here with Drew Linninger, pre-game. Xavier just got done dressing, looking good for the spectators and fans. And now I'm gonna hop in the 93 and head to the Bower. Okay, we're now at Sim Bauer Field. Finally pre-game here. Long awaiting this. All the tests today and waking up early. This is what it's for right here. Check it out. Players hitting over there. Playing Xavier today. Or Xavier, however you want to say it. And this concludes the day in the life of an IU baseball player. Let's go beat them.
Well, that was fun. I mean,
Good job by Matt. Really
yeah,
good job.
I mean, I think he does a really good job of showing our fans out there what the guys go through, and that's just one of them there. And you can see he has a little bit of personality.
And Skip, last week he called out the fans. We didn't have any questions. They came in droves this week again, and
Yes.
We got a winner, number 10, the 10th
Yeah.
email we got. We actually had to limit which questions used on the show.
Yep, we threw out the challenge there on the question number 10. And so, but I won't start with the winner just yet. We'll hit some of these other ones. This comes from Andy Martin at the United States Merchant Marine Academy. Pretty cool there. What is your view on two-way players, pitchers and other position players? Do you put limitations on the student athlete? No, I've said this a million times. We like two-way players because for us, we have a roster limit. The NCAA sets a roster limit, and if you can get 2 players for the value of 1, we would be fools not to do that. And so, if we've got a true two-way player out there, we would definitely we love those types of guys. Joey Donato, in fact, has done that for us. Ryan Halstead yesterday
took a swing and actually got contact.
Got his first at bat, and really by the looks of that swing, Andy, we're going to go ahead and probably take a look at Ryan again to see if he maybe potentially can't give us some stuff at DH. So great question. This comes from Amy out in San Diego. I think I know what Amy that is. We've noticed when you go to away games, baseball games, to watch IU, the school usually charge admission. IU does not charge admission for their home games. Will you be charging admission to watch the new home games in the new stadium? I was just talking with my wife about this over breakfast. Yes. And that's one of the things. And it's not to, we hope that the fans understand why we're doing that. My wife said, well, you need to give them a year of free. And I told her, no, with the new stadium, the expectation is people are going to pay. And so, I don't think it's going to be an amount that people can't afford, but I think it's just going to add some credibility to what we're doing, and truthfully, it's going to help our operating budget and things like that. So, yes, there will be an admission as we move forward with the new stadium. So,
come on, get your free baseball now while you can.
Exactly, that's a good point, Kyle. Come to the free stuff. Skip. This comes from Jeremy Goad here in Bloomington, Indiana. Since the new stadium will have lights, is there any chance the weekday game start times will be moved back? It's hard to get the kids, school-age kids, to the games. I totally understand, Jeremy. We've been saying that for years. Now, you deal with it at 3 o'clock. We're also crunched with our kids in the school and class time, and that's one of the one piece of our rationale of wanting to have lights, because it minimizes certainly missed class time for us. At the same time, it allows the families of Bloomington to come enjoy a game. So, weather permitting, early in the season it's still a little tough to do a 6 o'clock game because it may be a little chilly, although this year it wouldn't have been a factor. But yeah, we'll see probably more 6:05 starts to get the families involved, and it's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere. Question, ding, 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 number 10. This was the winner, the 10th question that came in last week. I'm a Hoosier fan living in Gaffney, South Carolina. My mother and grandfather are IU grads. I love it. I play second base and I'm 9 years old. My question, who determines whether the shortstop or second baseman covers throws from the catcher? Thanks. And that comes from Josh Helton in Gaffney, South Carolina. Josh, there's not one way to answer that. It depends. At our level, it depends on what type of swing, whether we feel the guy's going to pull the ball or not. But a general rule of thumb, and I think this would help you, Josh, is if a right-handed hitter is up to bat, normally the second baseman covers. If a left-handed hitter is up to bat, normally the shortstop covers. But again, at our level, we make changes off that based on where we think the person's going to hit the baseballs. But an interesting question nonetheless.
You said Josh was 9 years old. I'm 29. I didn't know the answer either, so I guess I learned something.
Well, there you go. There you go.
We got Josh's address.
Yeah, and we'll send Josh a nice Indiana baseball T-shirt. Josh, thank you for being question number 10. Good job to you. Are we on to pictures?
Let's do pictures.
Well, these first three actually are interesting. When we finished up in California, we had a nice dinner on our way out, and we spent some time with our host families. And you can see, I guess we dubbed these the Three Amigos.
Yeah. Senior Greenspan,
yes.
Senior Neil, and Senior Gray.
Greenspan, Senior Neil, and Senior Jeremy Gray. Which you can see they're getting involved in the festivities there with their hat and maracas, I guess those are called.
That's what I'd go with.
Okay, well those are the Three Amigos. Very nice. This is an interesting one. This one comes, I love this, comes from, the picture was submitted from former IU catcher Wes Wilson, and apparently in his professional baseball he has teamed up with a former Big Ten baseball player, Tyson Blazer, and I remember Tyson when he was at Iowa. And apparently, Kyle, they had some bet going on, but
on the series.
But it sounds, that's what it was.
It was on the series.
It was on the series. So the loser then had to wear the apparel of the opposition. So here you can see, and I love it, Tyler is standing there in his Indiana baseball T-shirt. But appreciate the questions. Keep them rolling. Fire those pictures in, and we'll see you next week on The Scoop.